Trinidad, first, have you seen any of the new memes this week of you? And second, you led your team to a national championship last year. What is it like to win a game like this on this stage?
Yes, love the memes. I see them on every social media app. And then, yeah, leading Ferris to a national championship definitely was a big goal of mine and, a great accomplishment. And then today, obviously being, number 4 ranked LSU, one of our rivals, it's like a dream come true. A great team win. The defense played amazing. Offensive line gave me a great pocket, and our receivers just made plays. And, running backs Logan Diggs and Kewan Lacey, just running it in. Yeah, it was a great win.
Trinidad, you guys had a drive started late in the third quarter after LSU had cut it to 17-13. You had a couple penalties that set up third and longs. You guys converted those, ended up scoring a touchdown. What do you remember from that drive, and how big was it to overcome some of the issues that happened during it?
Right, you definitely don't want penalties, and penalties are drive killers. But our guys persevered, and we just made plays when the plays came, and we just needed to execute when the defense was giving us, and we made plays. So.
How big was that one for you also? Because you'd thrown the interception on the possession before, to come back and have that drive in that moment.
Definitely got to erase that out of my mind, have a quick memory, and just execute on offense and basically play the next play and give whatever the defense gives us, we just take it. So
here in front, if you could just step outside yourself for a second, how unusual would you say it is for a guy to transfer in from Division II program, then come in as an injury replacement and throw for 300 yards 3 games in a row and perform like he did today against a top 5 team in a rival game? Yeah,
it's an amazing accomplishment. Got to thank God for that one. He's been with me the whole time. But yeah, it's been amazing. I got to thank Coach Kiff and just the whole staff here at Ole Miss for giving me the opportunity to come here and showcase my skill set and showcase what I can do with great athletes and just an amazing support staff here. And it's just amazing, just a dream come true. And it's just great.
Kewan Lacey specifically, how has he helped with your transition to this level?
Having a back in the backfield with me does wonders for a quarterback. It takes a lot of pressure off of you when, running back can get some yardage and, it help you with the run game as well, with reading defensive ends and having linebackers float at the ball and whatnot. But yeah, Kewan's a great player, and it just shows every week. So.
No sacks today, mostly clean pocket. How has the offensive line kind of complemented your game and vice versa? How have you complemented it?
Yeah, the O-line has made strides throughout the whole season. Earlier in the season, they were kind of getting criticism for, the protection and whatnot, but they've made, big footsteps. And honestly, they've been doing that the whole fall camp, whole summer. And I think it just needed time to, really gel and, see what the defense is giving us and see how, they play along each other. Because I think we do have a lot of transfers up front. And, they've played amazing. All credit to them today.
Do you own a Trinidad and Tobago flag, or do you plan on getting one?
No, I don't. He just gave me a pin outside. No, not him, someone else. But, yeah, he gave me a pin. But, yeah, it's funny. I love it. All the flags and whatnot, the tailgates, it's really cool. My family loves it too.
What is the best perk or the biggest surprise about the resources at this level when you got here?
I would just say the facility, the indoor. We didn't really have that at Ferris State. We always practice outside. So that kind of sucked when we would be in later in the season, December, when it would be snowing and whatnot. But yeah, just the resources with the amount of people that are here that can help you and the support staff here, and just the amount of coaches too. So when we break down film, we could really pinpoint things, and they can just be like, hey, this is what we think. And it's just things that helps us as quarterbacks and players see different things and see little things that we wouldn't see on ourselves. So.
Trinidad, 3 straight victories for you as the starting quarterback here. How much has your life changed, I guess, in the last 3 weeks, in terms of football at least?
It's changed for sure. More notoriety and a lot of more people following me on Instagram and whatnot, and a lot more texts and whatnot. But, I'm the same guy that, came here in May. I'm just hard worker, just want to play football and have fun and win, so.
After the game, Austin came over and gave you a big embrace. What has your relationship been like with him throughout this, whole last month?
Yeah, the quarterback room is amazing. Just positive vibes only. He's been a great support, with him dealing with that injury. He's been focused in all the meetings. He hasn't, had time to really not, laissez-faire, not be attentive to all the meetings. But, yeah, it's just been great, positive vibes in the quarterback room.
Trinidad, for you, what has it most surprised you, I guess, about coming to the D1 level? I know maybe us in the media are making a big deal about the difference because we've heard a lot of people say it's just football.
Yeah.
But for all of us who are saying, D2 to D1, resources, like you mentioned, are different. From your perspective, what is that really like, just as far as the game only? Just being out there on the field playing football. Is it that big of a difference, or in a game like this?
Honestly, at Ferris State, we have some dogs over there. They can play ball over there, and we had a lot of guys transfer up and went D1, and some of the guys even still there right now could probably potentially play at the D1 level. I would say probably just like the front line, defensive line, and like linebackers, the size and speed and the physicality up front. But yeah, the atmosphere definitely is a change. Ferris State probably only has, I want to say their capacity is like 5,000 at their stadium. Definitely different than, the Vaught with 65,000. And obviously other SEC opponents have, 100,000 fans and whatnot. But yeah, it's just, like I say, every week, football is just football. The coaches do a great job preparing me and, getting me right for the season.
For you, first 2 drives didn't go the way I think you guys wanted, and then you also throw an interception later on in the game. Personally, how do you combat as a quarterback to, in this type of atmosphere against a number 4 team in the country, to just stay focused and take care of business as the game continues going on, have a great 4th down call at the end of the game to seal it? How do you stay focused and locked in even after some things don't go your way in a tough environment, a tough game today?
Yeah, we didn't start the way we wanted to. You want to have a fast start as an offense and set the tone. I believe that we were going to have the ball regardless if we won the toss or not. But yeah, it didn't work out the way we wanted to. But it didn't affect us. We knew that we are a great offense. We know that we can push the ball against this defense, and that's what we did throughout the stretch. And yeah, great play call by Coach Wise. Towards the end, I ended up running out of bounds. That was a poor mistake on my part. But yeah, we ended up getting it done, getting the win. So.
2 more questions. Yeah, Trinidad. Being known as the D2 guy, like saying it here, they're saying it on College Game Day today. Is that something you're maybe sick of, or is that a level of pride's come with that? How do you feel about that label?
That's just pride. I grew up, didn't have any offers really out of high school, just Division III, Division II. Ferris State, really took a chance on me, and I got to thank Coach Neese for that, really. And he's developed me as a player and a person at that level and at that program. But yeah, it's definitely pride for sure.
Would you say that your confidence and your comfort has grown with this team and being on the field by not only just your coaches putting trust in you, but also your community just loving on you and being there to trust you throughout the whole entire process?
Yeah, ever since I got here in Oxford, it just was great. The vibes of it, the people. It's more of a college town, not a big city, and they've showed nothing but love to me. When I walk around the square, when I first got here, nobody really knew who I was. And I would tell them, I'm on the team. They would just be like, oh, you're on the team? Like, just welcome me with open arms. And it's just a great atmosphere here. And, yeah, the coaches and the players brought me in. Obviously, I'm now one of their brothers and whatnot. And it's been great. So I'm just grateful for Ole Miss, really. Thank you, guys.